What's up, guys? So this is going to be a bit of a weird video. It's going to be kind of all over the place. I know in the previous video I said in the next video we would do a bunch of power core giveaways. The good news is this video will have a bunch of power core giveaways at the end. But it's going to be kind of all over the place because I've been insanely busy dealing with the tier list and the tier list stream, a bunch of new infographics that I've been doing, tons and tons of roster reviews. So, I just wanted to put out a video basically letting you guys know what I've been up to. It's not like I'm just sitting around not making videos for a week or anything. And so we will do the power core giveaway during this video. At the end there will be a bunch of power core giveaways, so don't worry about that. But got some notes here, otherwise just kind of freestyling it. So first, one of the things that's been keeping me so busy, as you just heard me talk about, is roster reviews. If you didn't know, I do roster reviews, and my roster review waitlist looks like this. It's not really a bad problem to have per se, but it does get in the way of me doing pretty much anything else because they take so long. This roster review list has been filling up faster than I can even get them done. So if you go to patreon.com/Khasino, you can see, what it entails, what it costs, all that. But that's what's been occupying a lot of my time. So I've been doing a lot of infographics, so I did want to talk about those, so let's take a look. So, the biggest, most important infographic I've been working on is the 2.0.0 tier list, which you can see here. We changed up the format a little bit, put the +1s, the +2s, and the raid essential sign. All the infographics you're about to see, by the way, will have a link to view them in the video description below. But we do this every patch. When I say we, it's done with my friends Shinny Shin and Soundless. All three of us are soft launch players, aka beta players, and we all have various areas of expertise, but we're all very knowledgeable in the game. So if you want to understand better how we come to these conclusions, basically we have a big long debate, and it usually takes many hours. With the level cap raising, we reevaluated every single character, so there's actually a 10-hour VOD of the tier list stream that I uploaded to YouTube. A very nice mod of mine, a longtime viewer named Manic, went ahead and tracked all the timestamps for you guys, so you can literally just skip to the character that you want to hear about specifically, rather than, have to listen to 10 hours of the whole thing. But, we basically go back and forth debating every single character and where we feel that they should be placed. So, just a couple things. People have been asking, what does the whale symbol mean that you see over to the left? So originally, we were going to call that section one above all, but we thought it would just be funnier to put a whale there. The only way to get Ultron is not just to complete Dark Dimension, you actually have to complete the hard mode of Dark Dimension, which you can't even enter if you're not using 7-star Gear Tier 13 Orange Gear characters. So really, you're not going to see Ultron on anyone's roster this patch. It's just not going to happen. But we still rank characters like Okoye, who's in Demigod, even if you can't play them, so that you have an idea of what you're up against in the game, because you can fight these characters. So you can face Ultron, and so originally he was going to be in the one above all section, because he is literally one above all. He's just insanely broken on purpose. Also, I've been getting asked, why does Nick Fury have a +1 in God tier? And it's because with proper synergy, Nick Fury ascends to one above all status. If you have a full Fury Shield team, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It is easily the best team in the game right now. So, we thought we'd be cheeky and give him the +1. And finally, the only other frequently asked question I can think pertaining to this is, a couple people have been asking, why is Storm raid essential? So I might need to make a video about this, but if you didn't know, Storm is designed to allow you to charge up her stacks, and various strategies have come out actually making it easier to charge up Storm stacks in high-end raids, but there are plenty of nodes in really tough raids that easily the best solution is just to bring a fully charged Storm into that node and just let her, let loose her ultimate and just annihilate everything. It's what I've been doing for that problematic Thor node in Ultima 6, so I would say any serious high-end raiding alliance should have Storm. But by the same token, people are questioning that particular placement. Okay, well, if she's that good in raid, why is she mediocre? Because we tend to judge them, firstly, across all game modes, and in Blitz and in Arena and stuff like that. Storm is just not that good, period. But also, we tend to judge them in any given fight, and so Storm will have one fight where you're charging her up, where she's really not doing that much. She's just not that good. And then in the very next fight, she'll be absolutely incredible when she lets loose a charged up ultimate. So fight by fight, Storm is not that impressive if you look at any given fight, but we do still consider her very much raid essential if you're a serious endgame raider. So that's why she got that symbol. But if you want to know more about the tier list, you can just go watch the VOD that we did on the tier list stream. So on to the next one. These are just more Blitz predictions. So if you didn't know, I do Blitz predictions, and another of my viewers, MT Kaysen, who is really, really good at this kind of stuff, also does Blitz predictions. And so I've been making an infographic that contains them for every single Blitz. I usually try within the first couple of hours of the Blitz going live. You can see it in my Blitz predictions channel on my Discord. If you're not on my Discord, if you want access to these right away, just join the Discord. We literally have a Blitz prediction channel. You can just check it out. It'll always be there. So yeah, you know, it's pretty straightforward. This is my guess for the Loki Blitz that ends Sunday, October 7th, and sometimes I get to find out about Blitzes a little bit before they happen, so sometimes you also get a little bit of a spoiler as to what the next Blitz is going to be, if I put the infographic up a little bit early, so you can check that out as well. Another infographic I did in the last few days is a team position guide, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'll just say this now. A good amount of people looked at this and went, I don't understand what I'm looking at. What is this? What do you mean? So when you're looking at your arena opponents and your Blitz opponents, you actually can tell where they are going to be positioned in the match. It's just not in a way that makes any sense. You can look at this order here. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You know, the one in this first spot is off to the far right. The one in the second spot is mid-right, but if you look at you know, how they're arranged, it doesn't seem like it's a formula that makes any sense, so there's not really a convenient, easy way to remember it. You just have to remember it as it is. You know, it's not like, you know, left to right or just upside down or backwards or anything like that. It's just a completely nonsensical way, but they do correspond, so you can know exactly where your enemies are standing and where they're grouped. And it's the same for Blitz. Again, it's a formula that, as far as I can tell, makes absolutely no sense, but it is a reliable pattern. This was actually pointed out by a viewer named Harumph, so big shout out to him. But, so yeah, you actually can tell. And then another question I get in response to this is, wait, that matters? Short version, yes, absolutely it matters. People asking why. I'm not going to do a whole video here on positioning, but the short version is, if you have a taunting character all the way off to the side, then it cuts down on splash damage because there's no one standing to their other side, so it only splashes to one other person. If you have a stealth character, you know, next to that person, then you know you're not going to be able to chain once you hit the taunting person because it'll try to chain to the person next to them, and that person will be in stealth, so your whole chain will just fall flat. So there's plenty of instances where you know, we'll be talking about like adjacent abilities, like for a Quake Slow, and you'll realize, oh, I need to hit these two people on turn 1, and if you know ahead of time, oh, they are just standing on completely opposite sides of the team, it's just not happening, then you know maybe to pick another matchup or something like that. So it does matter, and this will help you figure out where they are. Next graphic I want to show you guys that I made is this one right here, which is the how to build a sure-to-win Blitz team graphic. It can be a little bit confusing to read, and it's because it's gotten quite complicated. I might change up the format next time, but the short version is, in terms of just mixing and matching characters, you can build a sure-to-win Blitz team as long as you have all of your bases covered in these subjects. Now, obviously, this is not the only way to build a sure-to-win Blitz team. You know, I have plenty of people who point out, oh, well, I run the full defender team. That one's sure to win. That one's not in your graphic, or, you know, whatever it is. I run Nick Fury plus Shield. Of course, this is not the only way to build a sure to win Blitz team. This is just a reliable way to build a sure to win Blitz team. And this way you don't have to rely on specific synergies. So as long as you've got some solid early burst damage, good damage with utility, at least one good AoE, a team-wide defense buff, and at least a couple people who can dispel or buff purge, then your team should be good to go in most matchups. So a couple things to mention here. It seems to throw people off where I put pick 2 enemy buff purge up at the top. I always get a few comments that say something along the lines of, yeah, nice try, but it says pick 6, and you can only have 5 characters, duh. But I absolutely put that on purpose because the whole point of this graphic is to show who can fill multiple roles at the same time. It's why they're all overlapping. It shows, for example, Vision can be both damage with utility and a big AoE and an enemy buff purge. So yes, you do want all 6 roles filled, and of course you want to have only 5 characters, because you can't have more unless you're going to be summoning them during the match, but it doesn't matter, you get the point. So yes, it's very intentional, and obviously if you have a team that fills, 8 roles or 9 roles, then that's a really, really sure to win team, and you're in really good shape. So that's the purpose of this graphic, and disclaimers here, because every once in a while someone will follow this graphic and leave a comment like, oh, I just ran a team that I built there, and guess what? Still lost. And, I'll ask them some questions, and, the power levels will be all off. You still have to have the power levels balanced. The important ability won't be leveled up or something like that, so they'll pick someone for massive AoE, but the AoE ability will be at, like, level 3. Things like that. So you still have to balance the team properly. You still have to choose your matchup intelligently. Don't pick into a matchup that's just going to hard counter you. You still have to fight the fight properly. You can't just throw it on auto fight and expect it to win. But if you follow this formula, every combination I've tested thus far, it works absolutely perfect. You can reliably win in the final tier of Blitz. So that's why I make this graphic. On to the next infographic that I've been working on. This is a list of 8 unique sure-to-win Blitz teams. So theoretically, if you had a full roster of every character, obviously not including Ultron, this would be, as far as I can tell, the most sure-to-win Blitz teams that you can possibly build. And, this is without any repeating characters. It's just 8 unique sure-to-win Blitz teams. If you want to start moving your roster in this direction, you can have 8 teams that will keep winning in Tier 8 of Blitz. I only run 6. I'm not even to this point yet, but, there are this many. I realize that a lot of these teams contain rare characters, like Star-Lord and Loki and Nick Fury, so I highlighted who I believe to be the rarest character on each team, and put who I feel is the next best replacement off to the right, because I get asked that all the time, in your main team, let's say I don't have Black Widow, will the team still work? So the replacement characters, it doesn't always work exactly as well. They're not always as reliable, but they're still very, very reliable, even with the next best replacement. And of course, you can always just combine some of the stronger characters from these teams. This is the most effective way to spread your power, but if you're okay just having, 5 teams, then you can just bring some of the stronger characters from other teams onto one of the other teams, and you should be just fine. Alright, so that takes care of the infographics. So I originally said I was going to do a $10 Power Core giveaway for every 25 people that downloaded BlueStacks. I am actually going to do a couple more than that, so I'm going to do 5 $10 Power Core giveaways in the comments below. All you have to do to enter is just leave a comment letting me know what subject you really, really want to see me do a breakdown video on, and that's it. You will be entered to win $10 worth of Power Cores, and that'll be via Google Play or iTunes. And last but not least, I just did the Tier 5 of the Payday event, so I have 5 gold orbs here to open, so I figure might as well do this on video. So wish me some luck. Hopefully I can get some 1 million gold drops. So let's hit it. Number 1, show me 1 million gold. All right, not a great first one. No 1 mil there, but still 4 to go, I believe. Number 2, come on, 1 mil. Oh, we did get 100K. That's something. It's nothing to scoff at. I don't mind that. But we're on the hunt for that 1 mil. We got 3 more. Show me 1 mil. Oh, that was terrible. Literally can't do any worse than that. All right, well, still got 2 more. So the dream is still alive. Show me 1 mil. Again, just another just about bare minimum. Not looking good. So we got 1 final gold orb. Probably just gonna get the 100K. But fingers crossed. Show me 1 mil. And disappointment. Yep, again, just the 100K. Otherwise, just the commons and uncommon drops. So, what can you do? But, yeah, so, for people that like to complain that they have bad luck, I'm right there with you. Not a particularly good gold orb opening for me, but it's fine. You know, it's a ton of gold that I didn't have, so you know, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to spend it very quickly for sure, I'll tell you that. But so that wraps up this video. So leave a comment to enter for a chance to win $10 worth of power cores. Just let me know what you want to see me do a video on. If you want to help out the channel, you can download BlueStacks. I'll put the referral link in the description below. If between now and the next video where I announce the winners, we get a lot more people who are downloading BlueStacks, I will even do an extra power core giveaway to make up for that. BlueStacks is completely free, by the way, and it is the emulator that you're seeing me use right here. So it is easily the best Android emulator, and it allows you to play Marvel Strike Force on your computer, as well as on your phone, or tablet, or whatever you use. So highly recommended, and it helps the channel. But that is all for now. I will see you guys hopefully in the next few days. I just have to catch up on roster reviews. So until then, peace!